Welcome back to our channel. Today we are finally getting the walls up.
Woohoo! Let's get going.
Yep.
Alright guys, so I'm so stoked because I just successfully made a pattern for the wheel wells really fast actually. It took maybe like 10 minutes, which I will say, like, these things took a lot longer than that. But pro tip, if you are making your patterns, it's so much easier with like fabric. So I bought pattern paper from Joann's. But here, let's look at it. Ooh. So basically, I just laid it flat, so I hovered it over here, and it's fabric that I just like chopped it in and then marked it with a pencil, took it outside, cut it out, put it back up. Then I cut off the extra edges over here, and I don't know guys, I feel like this is the best pattern I've ever made. But yeah, I am very happy with how that turned out. So I'm making a pattern for the hinge that holds the magnet because we realized we don't want a giant hole there because then bugs can get into the wool. And I will say I'm finding that bugs are very attracted to this wool now that it's a little bit warmer out. So we don't want to deal with bugs building nests or anything in the wool. I don't know if that's just like a stupid fear, but nonetheless, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So let me show you how I'm doing this. All right, so I found some magnets, so I'm just putting the magnets here, and then I'm gonna kind of cut in so that way this lays flat, and I'm gonna try not to go too far with it. And then I just need basically this shape, that way we know how to cut this out, because you can see we did a huge square and it just was way too open, so we're gonna redo it. And then also for these hinges, we're just gonna go ahead, you can easily unsnap them when the door's open, and you can snap them, they snap this way, so we're just not gonna use these, we're just gonna leave them snapped the opposite way. That way we don't have to deal with building a hole here. Boom.
So, made a little mistake the first 2 times we cut these wheel wells out. So we think we got everything figured out. We retraced it all on these boards, so I'm about to recut out the wheel well and the bracket, and then we'll cut this board down to size so it'll fit snugly in there, and we should be good to go to then get the other one traced and cut out and then move on to the rest of the walls. Let's do it. Nothing what's going on here.
We got our first wall board up! Woo!
Oh, we do. So today is probably one of the hottest days, weather-wise, that we've had since we started the van, since we started it in January. So it's like 90 degrees today. It's really hot. So
Yeah,
we came up with an excellent idea. Well, my dad came up with an excellent idea. We hooked up our fans to our battery, just one of our 2 batteries, but so now we know the batteries work and we know both the fans work, and it's nice and cool. Oh yeah. All right, so today we're gonna kind of frame out the window a little bit. So you can kind of see we already have somewhat of a frame structure around it, but we want to hide all of the metal that you can still see. So the finished product that we're going for, you'll only see the glass. You won't see any of the metal frame around it. So how we're doing that, we're basically just adding more of these wood pieces to fill in the gaps and create a frame. And then we're going to make an actual wooden frame to fit in there with a nice little shelf and everything. So let's get to it. We are in painting mode right now, staining mode. We've got behind me these little boards here, and these guys are going to be the actual, like, the window frame itself. So we're not painting them, we're staining them like a natural wood color so that it'll look kind of pretty and whatever. And then Allie is painting the other boards. We're only painting the one side, and that edge is going to be facing the window. So we're painting them black, so that way when you're looking in through the window, you won't be able to see the wood color. It'll be black, so it'll kind of blend in with the tinted windows. So that's kind of what we're doing right now, and hopefully this stuff will all dry up pretty quick and we can get it together, put it in the van, and see how it's going to look. All right, so now I've got this window frame in place. Next up, we have, this isn't one of them, a board's kind of like this that are gonna go this way to fill in that gap between the window. And those are gonna go on all 4 sides as well. So how we're doing those, we're putting those together first, then we're just gonna put that box in and then screw it into the sides like that.
So we kind of have been playing with how we're gonna get this angle here, because the window's not a perfectly straight edge, and this window's going to be in the kitchen, so we don't want crumbs getting in there or bugs, you know. We want it nice and sealed. So we tried this whole like pencil method. It was hard, whatever. This I'm hoping is going to work out a lot better. So basically we just cut 1-inch strips out of cardboard. We put the board up basically until like it was perfectly straight on the bottom, so there was like a gap. And then that's where you see all of this. We just lined up the cardboard to the window and stapled it. And now we have our edge. That's our curve. So we're gonna go take this, trace it on a piece of wood, I guess, and then just like even it out, smooth it out, and that'll be our curve. And ideally it's gonna fit perfectly just like this one does. Like, whoop. Cut it, sand it. Fits like a glove. Now we have our line.
Intruder alert!
That's why we painted it black, yo. My idea. Oh, my idea. Every part of it was my idea. It was actually Justin's, Dad and Justin's. Looks nice.
Oh yeah, you can't see it all.
Now for that stupid board. This freaking thing is giving us so much trouble. I can't stand it. Hopefully it works. Probably not, because it's us. Okay.
Look good?
No. Van build stuff, you make 1,000 mistakes. I had to cut one more little notch, but hopefully that'll be it. Everywhere else is looking pretty good.
Take 6.
All right, first one down.
Looks good.
Yeah. All right, so we just reused the same method that we did for the window frame. So you just staple cardboard along the curve. It works really well, so I think we're just gonna use this method for any other kind of curves. So just staple it, then I'm gonna go place it on like a piece of cardboard, trace it, cut it, put it in, just double check, make sure everything's good, make adjustments, then we can cut it out of the wallboard. And just like that, guys, we have a board. Look, we have walls. We have walls. So if you liked this video, definitely give it a giant thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button because it really supports our channel. And we will see you guys next week. Bye!